All right, we are doing a Knight Alamein comp match. Here we go, guys. That drill flip was intentional. Okay, Espt versus Syndicate. Right off the rip, Syn's got to get some garrisons up map edge. They have this giant mountain here that utilize to get garrisons up all along the back edge. Fairly safe. If Espt ever gains the ridge, those garrisons are no longer safe. You have to keep shifting your garrisons more and more south, just keep them out of LOS from Espt. Let's see, Espt tankers are Relic Claro, who's got medium tank. Sergeant Fupa's got medium tank. I'm curious where he's going to go start the match. I would normally probably start around here, but I don't know what the line of sight's going to look like for the tankers up here from Syndicate. All right, boys, here we go. We got a nice little stack in the middle here with about 4 SLs in each truck getting their OPs down. So likewise up top, it's like an even split between all the transport vehicles. I wonder what the play is going to be for the southern group here. I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know if they're going to cut inward here or if they're just trying to loop around and get on top of this hill somehow or put pressure on it. I'm not sure. I've never personally seen a comp Alamein match. This is going to be very interesting. I'm curious to see what Fupa's going to do here. Fupa might be going for this ridge here and trying to snipe from there. This is what this ridge looks like right here. Fupa might be actually going for this right here. He might be able to back out of that. You're not going to be able to see shit. This is Knight. They're going to have to push forward. I think we're going to see both tanks pushing up to D column and G column here. Or else they won't be able to see jack shit. This is going to be an interesting match. Alright, so back here we have the Allies medium tank. He might try to go for... No, he's gonna push forward. They're not gonna be able to see anything. They're not gonna try to snipe. There's no LOS on the other side of the map here. And here we go. Match has begun. I don't see any rockets coming either way. They might not be opting for rocket snipes. Totally get why. It's not like these vehicles are getting funneled down a very narrow path. I don't see any already popping off. Ooh, snipes coming in from the medium tank. Medium tank opting maybe for this hill, like we were thinking of. Looks like Espt is going to be going for a southern garrison. This is what I'm talking about in the pre-game lobby, guys. The supplies are going to roll downhill. It's going to make it very difficult to get those garrisons up consistently off these ridges here. Supplies like to roll downhill. Paul hopping off the truck to get that southern garrison up. Looks like Sin is taking that high ground early. I think right now, this... Oh, that arty shell just missing that transport truck. Oof. Frames on this map, man. Frames on this map. Just be safe. We'll fuck with that later. I think heir apparents on Syndicate Arty. No significant Arty hits yet. Arty just missing a lot of vehicles and a lot of infantry. I haven't seen a significant hit yet. That Luke's pushing up map edge. Only one frontline Espt garrison has been built. Like I was just saying before, the Espt vying for control of this hill. This is so important for Espt to take early. If they don't take that early, they might not take this point at all. Syndicate definitely has map advantage right now. All right, we got our allied tank here in position. Panzer IV getting very aggressive here. He's just not going to try to snipe. He's going to close ground. He's going to move up with his infantry, and we might have a tank fight here. We got the Espt Panzer IV right there. We got the Syndicate Cromwell, beating Cromwell here on this edge. Cromwell staying quiet, trying not to get marked. He's going to wait to fire until he can engage that Panzer IV. It's going to be a cat and mouse game. Looks like the Luke's diving forward, taking control of the northern flank here, completely shutting down Syndicate's presence up north here. They're almost pushed back to the edge of the cap zone. Noir pushing forward. Noir guns down Ranger, gaining ground. Noir might be going for that outpost. He's getting close. Noir might have Mac. Noir almost getting hit by the arty shell. Noir gunning down Pepsi with that new Thompson drum mag. Mac should hear the shots. He's got a card 98. I think he gets the outpost. He goes for the knife. What the hell? Noir absolutely meleeing the fuck out of him. He gets blown by Artie. Oh, fuck. Rubbing salt in his wounds. PZ4 and Cromwell both holding positions. Looks like the Cromwell might have a mark on that PZ4. He's got his gun almost completely lined up, ready to go. Syndicate takes the mid point right off the rip. Espt has great position, though. They have not been dislodged off this mountain at all. It is going to be a bloodbath. Luke's receiving some pressure here. Pretty sure the PI can pen the front of German tanks. Two. Three. No, sorry. Two Allied light tanks moving forward with the Allied recon tank. They're just opting to make a dive on these outposts. These recon tanks need to make a dive on these OPs. Clear them out early. Don't let them get a good foothold. One Allied tank getting stuck right off the rip. PZ4 holding his position, trying to get an angle now on these Allied light and recon tanks. If he crests the hill a little bit, I think he can wipe out all three tanks. All three of the light and recon tanks. Allies getting a shot into the German Luke's up on the high ground here. Luke's trying to secure the hilltop for his team. Allied light tank trying to make a play on that PZ4. PZ4 gets flipped around, but the Allied medium does not take advantage of the PZ4 being flipped around. That is when the Allied tank should have pressed forward, right then and there. Allies still have a great foothold. Axis team has a great foothold. The Allies have not gotten any of these outposts yet. They should be really utilizing these light tanks to really sweep some of these OPs to try to wipe them out. Or else you're just going to be tossing fuel away at this point. PZ4 repositioned to our lower ridge. Cromwell almost having LOS. Cromwell being very conservative right now. Being very cautious, very conservative. Kind of leaving the PZ4 to kind of do his thing. Wait, is Cromwell moving forward? Cromwell is actually creeping forward. I think I just saw the Axis team flag the point for just a brief second there. Cromwell is going to make a dive for that PZ4. PZ4 getting hit once, and it actually deflects off this right side. PZ4 is ready for that. Cromwell pushing forward. He gets shot in the turn. That's going to slow the turn a little bit, but his hull is healthy. Cromwell hitting a track shot. Maybe that was a hull shot. That was a hull shot. Cromwell probably going to win this engagement here. Cromwell winning the engagement, gets satcheled by Clownface, but the Cromwell's in a beautiful position now to sweep all the enemy outposts right here. They're already dead. They're already satcheled. You just got to make a dive, make it worth it. First significant tank kill goes to Syndicates. Cromwell missing those OPs. He was right on top of those OPs, completely missing them. He's retreating backwards. Does he not know he's satcheled? They should hear that. Yeah, he actually drives it into friendly troops. I don't know if they just didn't have their sound effects high or if they're just the panic of battle, but they had a perfect opportunity. Already satcheled, just make a dive for the spawns. You know where the enemy team's coming from. Looks like Syndicate is starting to gain more and more ground on the north side here. That Luke's did go down at some points. Looks like we got a Axis recon tank playing deep. Looking to pick up some easy kills on Allied tanks coming out of their HQs. Syndicate holding on to the hilltop here, trying to press forward. I think Sin's going to have the better weapons to make this push and sweep these guys off the map. Or off the mountain, at least. They have the Thompson drum mags. You can see a lot of guys are running the new Thompson with the drum mags. It's just such a good weapon. Ooh, did that outpost go down? I think the outpost went down. The Axis team is just left with MP40s. Not as good as the drum mag Thompsons. It's going to be a tough scrap, guys. It's going to be a real tough scrap. We got some good development here, though, from Espt to kind of stay in this fight. They still have quite a few OPs put up. Like, as one goes down, they're slapping another one up right off the rip. They're hanging in there, already starting to dial in. I have not seen a significant shell from artillery yet. Yeah, just everything went so spread out. It's not typical, like on SME and St. Marie-du-Mont, people usually get funneled into into certain areas. With this ridgeline here, Espt actually does have a lot of cover, but they're on the back foot and they're downhill from the enemy. It's gonna be tough. They can't really utilize these back hills too much because they're not gonna have the clear, not necessarily the line of sight. But with the fog, I have my brightness 200%, and I can barely see anyone over there. You can only really make people out because I have them highlighted. But elsewise, I don't know how Espt is going to do this at range. We have Fortress here, just holding one angle. Probably just trying to provide some suppression on top of that hill. I don't actually see him getting too many kills here. He's currently dead or reloading. No, he's repositioning here. Yeah, he's trying to find a good angle on these guys. Probably not finding too many opportunities. And it's going to be tough for the MGs right now. Before the match, I did not realize it was going to be El Alamein night. Espt hanging on this mountain here. They haven't been dislodged yet. We got King Squad coming up from the south now. Might be able to sweep behind and kill some of these spawns on the backside of the hill. Let me, real quick, let me just turn down some of the video quality here. Or not video quality, some of these settings, just in case it can get a little laggy at times. Guys, thank you for all the follows. Welcome on in, everyone. Glad to have you all. Espt making a little progress here on top of the mountain. It's just Paradox here to hold the line up front against Shaka and Dosh. He's working with the SMLE rifle right now. Surprised he's not utilizing the Thompson. Espt making some gains here. Espt making gains up north. US Ranger, Mac, making gains. JJ pushing forward. Sin's currently getting enveloped. They're just losing the gunfights now, it looks like. Noir is all that's going to plug the gap here up north. Noir get gunned down by Burgundy. Looks like Robert, Water Jug, and Swarm are coming from the back line to shore up this northern flank. Caseman's probably going to have to sweep down to really seal the deal up north. Looks like that Espt outpost in the southern flank did go down. They still have one more outpost up here, led by Shaka Zulu and his crew up on the hill. Syndicate kind of surging forward again. They might be feeling the pressure right now from Espt. We got a British heavy tank here receiving a shot from a Tiger from way out there. Tiger or AT gun, one of the two. It's probably that Tiger there. See, this is one of the spots I was saying earlier that they're probably going to be trying to utilize. This Tiger tank's probably working off of marks. Wait, they're hurt. Wait, not repairing? What are these guys doing? It's Relic Claro, and it's always snow. Yep, they're hopping out the rep. Yeah, so they had an angle on that British heavy tank over there. You can just barely see him on the screen. But yeah, the tank fights are either going to be super boring or very up close in your face right now. There's no in-between, really, for either team. How many British heavy tanks do we have right now? We only have one British heavy tank, but look at this. We got a German recon tank waiting for its opportunity in the back line here to get an ass shot on that British heavy tank. Oh, another British heavy tank coming out. They are without a crew right now. What is going on with that? Or, sorry, without a TC. They do have a TC. It's Adam, but where's Adam? Adam is S squad. Adam might be on the front line trying to get the marks. No, he's over here. No, that's what... Where is he? I don't know where he is. Interesting play. Multiple British tanks coming out of top HQ. Two German heavies are in the field now. It looks like Arcadian is going to be more of the forward tank here. Syndicate taking back the north, and they're still scrapping for the south here. Father Pig and Zulu's squads are still trying to make a play for the top of the hill. Currently, we got a Syndicate AT gun up. Ooh, Tiger Tank landing a shot on the British Heavy. Was that a track shot? No, it wasn't. It was Hull. Why were they just sitting there taking it? They just gave that free kill to the German team. I don't know if there was some confusion because they had a repair station. They thought they could out-repair it. If the driver didn't hear the gunner or the spotter, sorry. I don't know what happened with that, but they just gave a free kill. Free kill to the German team. But Athens taking out that recon tank in the back line that tried to jump the heavy tank. I don't know what the miscommunication was right there. I don't know what happened at all. Syndicate still holding strong, but not making much forward progress here in the south. But they have an opportunity, and they're taking the opportunity to gain ground up on the front line here. Look how much ground they gained. This was all Syndicate about 5 minutes, or sorry, all ESPT about 5 minutes ago, guys. They're doing a really good job of gaining ground. They have to gain even more ground, though. They gotta take the pressure off desert. You know, ESPT actually has a pretty good opportunity here. Technically, they do have the worst map position, but they got the better point layout to defend and attack. Syndicate's pretty much all match long, unless ESPT really drops the ball. Should not be able to put any pressure on this point. They won't be able to put any pressure. ESPT can be, you know, taking more and more risks by flanking to the south, trying to put more cap weight down here to take this hill. If they take that hill, they have desert rat trenches. That's just how this map works. If they take this hill, they're going to control the game from here on out. From here, if they take desert rat trenches, they're going to put a lot of pressure on airfield command. Sin cannot lose this hill, period. If they lose that hill, they're probably going to lose the game. I don't think they're going to be able to cap that point back if they lose that hill. Currently, they're about to get overwhelmed here with ESPT on that hill. It is two Syndicate players holding back almost two whole squads here on the south. They got to get some spawn waves here. They've lost their heavy tank. They got one spawn wave off an outpost. If that OP goes bye-bye, this hill's going to go bye-bye. I'm not sure if they do have a Garrison here. That's exactly where they want that Garrison. Like I was saying it before the match started. They got to have that Garrison set up here. It's this is the little ridge I was talking about. Also, medium tank, light tank can sit right here and pretty much lock down a lot of this lane. Obviously, right now with what's going on with ESPT squads right here, they don't want to do that. They'll get side shot. But once they get a bit more control of this mountain, they got opportunities for tanks on that ridge. I think there's 3 ESPT SLs pressuring this. I think Athens is showing up just in time to clean these guys up. Yeah, I think this is Athens crew right here. They're going to be able to sweep a lot of these outposts. If they can get a spotter, driver, and gunner in that tank, I think they could bring down all these spawns, or at least 2 of them, in quick succession. That'd be really good for Syndicate right now if they could take out those spawns. Looks like a allied heavy tank posting up on the north side, trying to lock down this lane. We do have a Tiger tank flipped around. Interesting. Looks like there was a tank engagement up north here that had to be cut short. They actually did a 180. They U-turned 180 to get into cover, which is interesting. Shelley should really stay with this tank to try to just get immediate reps on the tank. I think that is... Yeah, Relic's crew still post up in the back line there. Let's see what this Tiger does in this situation. You can see the British heavy tank right over on the left-hand side there, holding down that northern lane. We got... Who's this? Lost that love. Breaking into the strong point. Espt is split Syndicate in half. Gulf Squad and Queen Squad pushing through. They're capping the point. Syndicate has nothing to plug the gap. They got one spawn wave off an outpost that's holding it now. But Sin might be overextending here in the north a little bit. There's a bulge in their lines. There's 3 outposts right next to the strong points. Syndicate needs to get their light tanks up here and plug that gap. A lot of Sin players going down. Emacs going down. Small Syndicate spawn wave kind of spawned on the front line here. These guys might be able to swing south and clean them out. Espt is showing a bit of life here. Getting larger and larger spawn waves here in the middle. There's no tanks in the middle here. There is 0 Axis tanks to plug the gap. All the while, Allied tanks to plug the gap, but you have an Axis heavy tank rolling forward. Let's see who wins this engagement. Syndicate getting a lot more spawn waves back on defense now. I'm not sure if this Tiger tank is going to have line of sight on that British tank. Or if they're going to have the depression to be able to hit that British tank. Looks like there's 2 tanks pinning down this British tank now. You have Sergeant Koopa in the back here with his Tiger, and you have this Tiger up on the ridge pinning this heavy tank down. Both trade shots. Tiger backs up into cover and safety. Oh! He doesn't get far enough back in time! Tiger tank's down! Heavy tank retreats back to safety. Fupo was not able to support from back there. Fupo was facing the other way, actually. I thought they were going to tag team him. Tiger tank goes down. Looks like there's a German medium tank down south here. Wow, Sin really spreading far south now. Here we have it. Yep, down here, Tiger tank trying to... Alright, Panzer IV, sorry, trying to provide some crossfire here. Looks like the battle is starting to spread more and more south. We got an Espt bombing run coming over the bulk of Syndicate defenders. Let's see how it does. Let's see what happens. Doesn't get too many hits there. I thought it might get more hits. It does open up a gap here in the front line, like the middle front line here. But I don't think these guys would be able to flood into that gap just quite yet. Got another Tiger tank providing fire support for the infantry push. You got another British heavy making his way to the middle here. And this British heavy still alive on map edge. I think that was Bebo's crew picking up that kill. Yeah, we got Bebo, Badger, and Hey Bali. Holding map edge. I can see Fupa and Relic still way there and back. I think the German tanks are being very conservative right now. Still have a presence in the middle here by Gulf Squad and Queen and Dog Squad. But this fight on the southern the southern hill here is just going back and forth. I've not seen Syndicate clear many OPs, but they might be clearing them, but Espt is doing a fantastic job of just keeping their OPs alive and just moving them back and forth, just trying to keep a foothold on this mountain. We're about a half hour into this match, and it's been fantastic so far. But I could definitely tell Espt's frustration here, not having conveyors, not having STGs, going up against this new Thompson with the drum mag and a new foregrip on it. It's probably really frustrating. Also, not having access to the Panther. Probably getting really frustrating now here on this map. But Sin has not been able to make much forward progress here in the middle or in the south here. They have pushed back the northern flank a lot, which is really important. But yeah, we might just have a stalemate. Hey, outpost goes down. I don't know what got the outpost. Rocket snipes from Killswitch gets the outpost in the middle here. No SL to replace it. Huge play by Killswitch, killing the outpost, killing the squad leader. Now that squad is going to lose that forward progress. That provides Sin the opportunity to lock down this middle. P-Strike coming in on the heavy tank. German P-Strike gonna come in for Hans's heavy tank here. They should hear it. They might not be able to respond in time. They don't respond in time, I don't think. They're gonna get nailed. Oh, they just barely dodge it. Oh my goodness. That was a great hit. Actually didn't land where it was supposed to. That did not land where it was positioned to land. If it landed where it was called in on, that would be a dead tank. Keanu Uchiha on the AT gun, pounding the forward Espt positions. Syndicate might be looking to make a play on the front line here. Syndicate looking to kick in the front door. They're pressuring that front side Garrison. We got Enax and Tweety leading the front line. Heir Apparent pounding Espt's forward Garrison. A push by this British heavy tank right now might seal the deal on that. What do we got here? We got a Tiger going back to the northern flank here, looking to engage this British heavy tank. Something's bothering me in my ear. Ooh. Sorry, I did that. I don't know how much line of sight that Tiger's gonna have on that British tank. Shaka Zulu still alive and well on this mountain. He's fighting for his life, just trying to keep his foothold. And it looks like Syndicate has cleaned up most of Espt's southern presence. There's only 2 OPs relevant right now for Espt, and one is pinging red, so it might be going down soon. Heir Apparent was just pounding that Garrison a moment ago. Looks like Senpu's frontline OP may have just gone down to Espt. There's not a whole lot of Espt players right here on the front line. I think Heir Apparent's arty is really holding them back right now. We got Senpu, Swarm, Naked Shooter, Luminol, and Red Rocket kind of on the front line here, supported by Bebo and his crew. Tiger Tank might be making a play here. I wonder if they're going to swing left or swing right to go to high ground again. Syndicate kind of holding their gains on the front line. Well, we might have a tank engagement. Tiger tank gonna be supported by an AT gun posted up by JJ. They're gonna opt to go towards the left here. AT gun gunned down just seconds before the Tiger tank can show up and support. They should have line of sight. They should be able to hit that shot. Who's gonna land first shots here? Tiger tank or the British heavy? Actually, they might not have the LOS needed. Oh, I gotta... What the hell is going on? I think I got a piece of hair in my ear. Tiger tank not able to spot the British heavy. And just like that, ESPT's front door garrison goes down. Syndicate has a foothold in the ESPT's front line now. These boys are right here, right on that ping. That's all cap zone. It's just Baker squad to plug the gap now. Sin is just spreading ESPT thin and wearing them down. I think ESPT really needs their Tiger tanks to make some plays here to try to salvage the situation. ESPT tanks really need to start bringing down some of these Churchills. I know the Churchills have better position, but ESPT has to coordinate with between their tank crews to get double peaks at the same time. Currently, they're going tit for tat, kinda. Neither armor group is really getting an edge on the other ones, but it's going to be up to ESPT to, you know, make a play here so their boys can cap. Currently, we have Athens and his crew just kind of holding down this middle lane. I don't think ESPT's Tiger tanks really have much of a shot here. They do have this wall protecting their left side. It's going to make it a lot harder for ESPT to nail a good shot at range through the fog. Let's see here. Bibu's making a move on the north side here. Bibu's pushing forward. There's still that Tiger tank behind that ridge. I don't think they see him yet. Bibu looking to pick up some infantry kills here. Maybe ESPT does get that garrison back up at the front line. Uh-oh. Ranger landing a hull shot, I believe. Track shot. That was tracks. On the British heavy tank. Second shot deflects off the turrets. Was the camera lagging? Okay, camera's having issues. I'll just turn the camera off then. I'm just reading chat now. I know it's a bit of a delay. Shouldn't be an issue, but I'll just take the camera off. Tiger tank pushing forward. Tiger tank doesn't quite have a bead on that allied heavy tank. Rupert might have a mark. Tweety should have pings on that heavy tank now. Bibu should have the edge. I think first shot was in the tracks. Tiger tank's gonna back off. He doesn't like this push. Is that a second British heavy tank? Two British heavy tanks about to stack the northern push. It's going to be Fupa against two British heavy tank crews. And they're going to... Oh, I don't know if they're both going to have line of sight at the same time. They might be just a second out of sync. First British heavy takes a shot in the side. Tank's lagging a little bit, looks like. This British heavy's thinking about hanging back. They are one shot, looks like. First shot from the British heavy. They land it on the turrets. They give the kill to the Tiger tank because they were shifting back and forth. Looks like people shows up and cleans up, though. I don't know if they were trying to wiggle to deflect the shots with the barrel or what they were trying to opt for there. I thought they had landed the first shot. But maybe they realized they landed the shots after the Tiger tank and they knew they were going to die anyways. So they're just hoping to distract them and deflect the shot off their own barrel. I do believe this tank has been hit in hull. So they had to back up and repair. Espt infantry trying to help their tank there, who's outnumbered on map edge. There was another Tiger tank here on the front line. It looks like Tweety trying to get a pen shot on the Tiger tank. Accidentally hitting the front of it. No shot. Oh, he might have a side shot now. Tweety goes down, though. We got Naked Shooter might have a side shot as well. No, they're getting gunned down by an MG from the hill in the middle here. Sin has the north here. Sin pretty much has the north uncontested besides U.S. Ranger up here, excuse me, guys. Ranger cleaning up a little bit. Right underneath the nose of Robert. Goes right past Robert. He sees the British heavy tank. He's going to go try to make a play. Guns down. 2 more Syndicate players. Steve stops him in his tracks, though. Ares also trying to gain ground here. Looks like a German Luke showing up to save the day for Espt. I don't know how far forward he's going to be able to push, though, with this British tank on Northern Edge. Looks like we got a Tiger tank trying to engage an AT gun or armor up on the hill here. I saw a splash, but I don't... Let's see. They killed... Oh, shit! British heavy tank getting nailed from way down towards the enemy HQ. We have 2 stacked up Tiger tanks. Probably looking... Oh, it's not a Tiger tank. It's a PZ-4 and a Tiger tank. Espt needs to coordinate really well to get these double peaks going right now. Sin's getting another heavy tank to back up their heavy tank right here in the middle. I wonder if they're going to try to stack map edge again with British heavies. Tiger tank backs off to repair. This crew, if they're in serious danger, they do have 2 rep stations to try to out-rep the Tiger shots. And like I said before, this wall is going to protect most of the side of this tank. Tiger tank's pretty much only gonna have shots on the turret. It needs to be a nice clean shot. If they hit barrel, it might not pen the turret or the hull. This is a very difficult shot for them to hit. So this Tiger tank is currently backed up with a PZ-4. I don't know what the PZ-4 is doing currently. They receive another shot from that crew in the middle. I think that's Athens' crew. Yeah, these Espt guys being very conservative with their tanks. They know these British tanks are just going to sit in these spots. These spots are too good to give up. And they're just going to make sure they can't gain much significant ground. Looks like Sin's pretty well set up with AT guns here. Looks like the Tiger tank landing 1 shot, but so did Athens' crew here. They're deflecting a bunch of shots. I wonder if that Tiger tank down in that town there also landed a shot. Well, I'm not certain. They don't seem to be concerned with it. Must have only been turret. No consecutive hits. Looks like the British heavy shows up, takes out that German medium up on the hill there. Looks like his barrel's been hit. Tiger tank hitting barrels. That's what I was talking about, the barrel. He could hit the barrel, but it's not going to penetrate hull damage or penetrate the hull at all to do any damage. It's going to make it a bitch to aim, but they'll be healthy and fine. They can out-repair that. I am very surprised they don't have a rep station right here. You would think they would have a repair station a little closer. I could still be out of their way. Hell, they could even have it in front of them. Looks like the Syndicate team is having the better of a lot of these tank fights over here. We got a Tiger versus Cromwell over here on map edge. This is really going to come down to the tanks, guys. Tanks got to make some plays so they can stack one side and try to make a push. We're about halfway through the match here, guys. Tiger tank pulling forward as the British tank backs up. They heard the British tank fire. They knew they could have had the advantage with having a loaded shot. British tank smart in backing off, waiting for the reset of the shells. Looks like Espt is keeping this northern flank alive. They've had to rebuild that garrison, I think, twice now. And Espt is spreading more and more south, trying to get a large push on top for this hill. One good Tiger stack that's coordinated from Espt, you can wipe this enemy tank off the fucking map. Excuse my language. But wipe this tank off the map and make a almost uncontested push up until this point. Help your infantry out. Now you just lost the garrison again. You don't have much time. Your infantry can only do this so many times. Fight for that top of the hill. Fight for that garrison. They need the Tigers to make a play here. That's what it's coming down to. Fupa's looks like he's getting in position at Vehicle Depot. He might be going map edge, trying to help out. Whose crew is this? Arcadian's crew. But yeah, they need some help. They can't just freely peek that. Alright, how's it going down here on this hill? Sin has really locked down this hill now. Espt pushed back all the way down to the bottom of the hill. Yeah, this is going to be a tough push. I wouldn't want to make that push if I was Espt. This is an uphill battle. Doesn't look like there's much of Sin down here. We have, do I need pants? Do I need pants? Roaming around trying to pick up some light tank kills or recon tank kills. We got Prankster, put pressure up there. Smurf is actually coming behind both these Espt outposts. I don't know if he's going to make it to the OPs. Let's see if he actually makes it to the outposts here. He's coming up behind the outposts. These squads are now getting pinched. Looks like Queen Squad gets another outpost over here on the edge of the zone. XL does not have an outpost down here. Smurf just misses the OP. He might be going for XL's squad, but he doesn't have an outpost up. XL's all by himself, probably waiting for his OP to come off cooldown. XL guns down Smurf. But here comes Mick. Tossing his nades. He doesn't see XL. He gets gunned down by somebody. He was looking for the OPs, hoping to pick up some OP kills. Sin just missing out on this outpost here. Looks like we got a double team going on here between the Tiger crews. Looks like Fupa's Tiger crew is a little low on his shots. They're trying to land shots on that heavy tank in the open. Arcadian might be able to take that crew by surprise. No, they don't like it. They back off. They're waiting for Fupa to be able to land a shot. Sin starting to capture Hamlet Ruins. That frontline garrison going down again for Espt. Syndicate surging forward. I'm gonna kind of watch right here, see what happens on this front door, see if anyone lands a shot in that heavy tank. Sin flagging the point again. This Tiger tank's backing up a lot. He might be just waiting until Fupo arrives. But we're gonna need a tank stack up north if ESPT is gonna want to look to flip this around. Looks like Senpu and Tweety and Robert break it into the strong point here, right up the middle. We got a Syndicate airhead. No, sorry. Yeah, Syndicate airhead. Right in the middle here. Followed by a bombing run, maybe. Ooh, grenades taking out. Ooh, grenades and rockets taking out the squad, outpost, and airhead. Tiger tank lands a shot on the British heavy tank. British heavy tank might be able to back up out of this. Tigers might no longer have line of sight. They have no longer have line of sight. Yep, they're just going to be able to hit that ridge, and that's it. Bibu hopping out, starting the reps. He's going to go 1v2 against these two Tiger tanks. ESPT not getting the Garrison up on the front line yet. They have stopped the cap, but Bibo and crew backing off from that fight. But that's exactly what ESPT needs to be doing. Stacking tanks, map edge, taking out that tank that already has the better position. I know it doesn't look like that good of a position, but it's going to be on for... It's going to be up to ESPT to peak, to try to take him out. And that gives Sin the advantage here, because they're already holding the angle. Sin just duking it out on the front door, man. Looks like Fortress, Mac, and JJ cleaning up. They're showing some life here on the front door. Mac's probably going to get that Garrison up. Rando either taking out a Garrison or an outpost right in front of Robert. Robert somehow doesn't see him. It's taken out by Rando. All right, this tank crew's nice and repaired now. Is he going to choose to push forward? He doesn't need to. He can just sit here all game long. It's up to ESPT to push forward and take him out. He knows he can just sit here all day long. Although, if the ESPT infantry start to gain the upper hand on this fight here, northern edge, he might need to back off even some more, or else he's going to take some side shots from some Panzer Shreks. ESPT hanging in there, man. Wow, we got a huge battle going on in the south. What the hell is going on down here? Obviously, we still have that fight for the hill. We got 3 SLs alive, making pretty good forward progress here. And we have a scrap down south. Looks like ESPT is looking to take this mountain from the south, and they're just trying to find any gap that they can exploit to fold this flank. But that's no easy task, having to cross this field and gain forward progress. Right now, we got a bit of a lull. No, we don't. See, like I said, this tank crew doesn't need to push forward. They might be out of ammo or close to out of ammo, so they might push forward, try to take out... They took down one Tiger tank. They took down the furthest Tiger tank. But like I said, if they push forward, that German AT is going to be able to get a lot of side shots on them. I think that was a hull shot. Yeah, first, top shot was a hull shot. Actually, that's 2 hull shots. Now they're now 1 shot from that German heavy. If he pushes forward, he has the kill. This crew must have taken a turret shot from something. This Tiger's just content just to hold his position. Yeah, the more forward Tiger that peaked here, that crest that ridge, must have been taken out by Athens' crew right there. He already got double teamed by the crew on the left. Currently, Noir, Steve keeping him busy on this northern flank here. Not letting up, but U.S. Rangers are starting to get past him. I believe Sin has OPs behind this tower here. Oh, no outpost there. They might have their spawns very far back. Where are they? Oh, here they are. They actually got a garrison and outpost right on top of each other, right on the front line. Typically, you do not want to do that. Already coming in on that garrison. P-strike coming in on this tank. Does that precision strike hit? Nope, I do not believe that P-strike's gonna hit. What is Fupa doing? Wait, I'm confused. You know he's getting P-strike due to double peak. He's one shot now. You gotta make a play. Yeah, this is... we're down to only like about a half hour left, guys. We're about down to almost a half hour left. All crews need to start making plays. They're receiving just a lot of fire from the infantry on the left side here. They might be able to out-rep it. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to be able to repair out of this situation. What kind of tank is that? We got a Tiger tank trying a different angle here. Let's see what kind of angle he's going to be able to get. He actually has line of sight on that medium tank now, or sorry, that British heavy tank now. You might not realize it. You can just see the top of him. You can see, starting to see some more here. They might, maybe not. Yeah, that's it. British tank's moving forward. British tank might be out of ammo, so he might just charge forward, try to pick up whatever kills he can. Oh, Tiger tank pans away as he has line of sight of the British heavy. Yep. British heavy lands first shot. Tiger tank's a little confused, it seems. He might be able to back out of this. Yep, he backs out of it. Oh my god, they still land the shots! Another Tiger tank taken down by the Churchill tank. Bibu's crew is just cleaning up here. They get shot by Fupa's crew with no... I don't think they landed any hits. They're going to back out of that. I think they were out of ammo. Fupa picking up a kill. He still has Athens' crew here to contend with. But I think Bibo was actually pretty much out of ammo at that point. Syndicate putting a lot of pressure on that garrison right there. Almost actually reaching it. If that was an AT, that garrison would be dead. Tweety might need to try to make a play here. Espt actually getting a very good garrison here to pressure this hill. Getting huge spawn waves. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SLs. 6 SLs pressuring that mountain now. They are running out of time. They got to make a play on this mountain. That's going to be how they're going to fold the flank of the enemy. And there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sin players to plug the gap. If all SLs get OPs down here and they actually get a rotation of spawns on their OPs, they'll probably be able to overpower this mountain. Yeah, Corporate Slave lost that Lovin. Kupalak, only SL's alive now. Some of them are getting OPs up. Not everyone from that spawn wave got an outpost up. Still looks like there's a fight in the south here. I'm not really sure what the play is here down south. I don't know why there's so much attention to it. But maybe they're just trying to deny Sin the possibility of sweeping their southern flank. Looks like the Tiger tank is moving forward. Did they take out Athens and crew? No, Athens and crew is still alive. Looks like the Tiger tank was pushing forward, is pushing forward still, hoping to take Athens by surprise. They got a pocket engineer, it seems, with them. And the Lukes. Maybe the Lukes might be there to distract the heavy tank. If the Lukes makes a dive, forces the heavy tank to swing his turret right, that'll be a perfect opportunity for Pupa to pull forward and land a shot. But you gotta split his attention so Pupa can get first shot. They're waiting for their rep station here. Oh, their repair guy goes down, it looks like. Maybe he's redeployed to get supplies. Espt gaining ground now. Espt gaining ground up north, in the middle, and on the south side. Larger spawn waves of Syndicate players coming in. Hoping to stop this wave of Espt players here. Is that tank still in the middle? Yes, heavy tank's still in the center. Looks like Altimer is actually going to opt to hop out of his heavy tank, hop an AT gun, and maybe land double shots with his crew. XL nearly wiping a Syndicate outpost up here, unless he did get it. That's somewhat the furthest I've seen Espt make it on this hill. Espt just might be grinding Syndicate down. We got Shen, Dicky, Smurf, Keanu, Flig, and Mick just trying to hold the line here on the southern edge. Super trying to get flares up to expose the situation to his team. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Espt outposts on the southern mountain now. Looks like the Tiger tank got taken out. Tiger tank gets taken out by Athens' crew. Tiger tank, I think, died back here behind his there was a Tiger carcass here before that he was using for cover on that rep station. He does not come up with the win there. Oof. That's gonna be tough here. Espt's infantry making very good forward progress here. But Sin just took out a lot of German heavies, so they're going to be freed up to, you know, help their infantry more against some of these enemy outposts here. Sin doing a little bit better up here at top of the mountain. They're starting to get more and more spawn waves. And I think Sin's starting to fall back a bit. Sin's getting the heat turned on him. U.S. Ranger Rupert making inroads to the strong point along with Mac. They're initiating the cap. It's going to probably be up to Syndicate tankers now to kind of plug this gap here. Looks like Athens does go down to an AT gun or something here. Athens' crew does go down. We have tanks, or sorry, oh, Bebo's here now. Bebo's showing up. Altimer's back in his tank. They're probably going to try to roll up to the strong point and just beat Capway at this point. Oh my god, Espt is just full to the flank of Syndicate. They've pretty much captured the mountain now. And I think they got the Garrison. They got the OP. Shen is falling back to stay alive. He gets gunned down. No, Garrison's still alive. Syndicate's still in it on the mountain. But they're going to need some shooters to make some plays here. Fig spawns in with Paradox. Para opting to go for the Thompson drum mag. There's going to be a lot of people he's going to have to shoot here. Looks like they're going to opt to push further south to try to sweep behind a lot of these spawns. But someone's got to be here to plug the gap in between the Garrison and the Espt players. It's been an interesting match. Recon plane coming over the backline here, hoping to expose the Syndicate Garrison, most likely. Syndicate bombing run cleans a lot of the Espt players up, and just like I said, Paradox opting to move south to sweep behind the enemy OPs and come from the backline and pick up some kills here and get some of these OPs destroyed. That's one OP down. He's coming up on a second outpost. Paradox making a play right now. He's going for a second OP. He gets gunned down by XL. Big Espt spawn wave here on top of the mountain. Full 6-man spawn wave. If Para was able to make that outpost, that would have been a huge play. Syndicate starting to get another foothold here on top of the mountain. But it's only Flig and Shen holding the line. Shen goes down to Clownface. Looks like Syndicate's moving heavy tank over here to help with the fight. Sin is feeling the pressure right now. Looks like Fig and Covenant both got OPs kind of more on the southern portion of this fight here. They got OPs over here. And they're starting to have a better of the gunfights here now. Espt had them at a moment, but Syndicate responding really fast and just holding the line. But they're not gaining ground. I noticed they're not gaining ground. The only one that gained ground out of that group was Paradox before. Big now pushing forward, but he might be a little late. They got a spawn wave off. They got one guy down off the spawn wave. Nothing too fancy, trying to get his MG up. And just provide some fire support. Big trying to get grenades on the outpost. Couple guys spawn. Oh, grenades right on the OP. The OP gets wiped with the SL. Shaka XL and lost that love and spawning in still. Espt looking to get a Garrison up. They're making a push with their heavy tanks. Heavy and medium tanks pushing together. Espt is about to get very aggressive here, guys. It's going to be all gas, no brakes from here on out. Espt pushing up the middle with a Panzer IV and 2 Tiger tanks. Where are Syndicate's heavy tanks? We got 1 on the north side here, 2 on the north side. This might be a tank that could pull an audible, go plug the mid, and we got 1 on the south side here, who I don't think was discovered yet. Tiger tank is really up there now. Iron Ranger might be able to flank him. We got just an absolute fucking scrap right now, boys. Just an absolute scrap. They're just going tit for tat on top of the mountain. Looks like this heavy tank is not going to expose himself yet. They're not going to crest the hill. They're not going to expose their silhouette to any enemy infantry as of yet, or to any enemy armor. Oh, here they go. They're pulling forward. Maybe they got marks on something. Espt has 2 Tigers in the field, 3 Tigers in the field with a Panzer IV. I think they have Sin outnumbered as far as heavy tanks go. We got 3 Syndicate heavy tanks against 3 ESPT heavy tanks. We got 1 Tiger. Wait, this might be the first tank engagement right here. I think they're dumping HE. I'm not sure. ESPT getting tank marks up. I don't know if there's... I think that's Bebo and crew landing first shot on that Southern Tiger. Sorry, Northern Tiger. It's Fupa and crew. I think they back up to break line of sights. I don't think Bebo has an angle still. But they do have the advantage now in the northern fight. They also have backup from Athens crew. So this heavy tank got shot once. British heavy tank gets shot once by the flank. They get flanked by the Tiger tank. They don't know. They don't see it. Noir might be able to make a play. He gets gunned down. Ranger might be able to make a play to help save them. The Tiger tank doesn't see the British heavy. It was marked. Oh, the mark is off. They're making a dive. Arcadian making a dive for the spawns. He goes down. I think the Panzer IV is still alive here in the middle, just trying to pound the strong point with the HE. One of the 3 Tiger tanks goes down. That was almost an amazing play on part of the Axis team. Fupa hopping out of his tank, trying to get spots on both these enemy tanks. Fupa going back to his tank. He might have the information he needs now. Looks like Athens is repositioning to the center here. He might be tasked with taking out that Panzer IV that's just pounding the strong point with HE. I could see him in the game chat saying they should have played day. I was kind of surprised they didn't do LL main day. I feel like that would have evened things out a little bit, allowing German MGs to play from afar. Because they really don't have a whole lot of good guns to push with besides the MP40. But going up against the Lancaster and the new Thompson drum variant, I wouldn't want to fight against that either in a front door battle. Looks like the heavy tank here trying to get an angle. He actually backs off from that tank. Maybe they don't know it's a medium tank, but they could have pushed forward. One tapped that medium. Where's that other heavy tank? Oh my god, looks like this heavy tank over here. I missed that. Now there's only one German heavy tank left on the field. There's a second one coming up now, but Sin has won that tank engagement, the 3v3 tank engagement. Looks like ESPT is still vying for this southern mountain here. You have this solo British heavy tank getting on the flank of ESPT and just popping HE. Looks like you got a British light tank trying to make a dive for some of these spawns. He actually gets hung up on this ridge here. He's probably just trying to make a dive and sweep those spawns. Panzer IV still alive up front. I don't know what ESPT can do in this situation. Yep, that light tank just sweeping through this hill trying to nail some spawns. We got a Espt bombing run in the back line. Hoping to pick up a Garrison kill or something. Maybe Fear is getting ready to get a backline Gary going. He's flanked all the way around. This might be the saving grace for Espt here. He might just slap down an outpost and get a double drop going here. Looks like, yeah, he's going to get an OP down, get a double drop off his outpost, get a Garrison up. Fupa now supported with by Arcadian. There's going to be a 2v1 tank fight against, I think that's still Bebo and crew. Fupa's gunna missing first shot. They're going to back off and reset. Fupa getting hit first. Second shot deflects. Oh! British Heavy misses second shot. Other Tiger tanks in position now to engage, it looks like. No, they gotta swing left and gun right if they want to get an angle. But massive spawn wave behind Syndicate right now. Shot from the Tiger tank does miss. Fupa's crew gets hit first. You don't want to push the British heavy tanks like that. They got a 6-second reload speed. Doesn't bring down the Tiger tank. Where was first shot? Was first shot tracks? Turret? The second shot? Looks like the Tiger tanks are getting aggressive here. Looks like Bebo and crew do back off to try to stay alive for this final push here. Looks like Espt getting a lot of spawn waves back here, but no double drop. They could have got Garrison up. No one spawned in with supplies to get a double drop. That's a shame. Looks like nothing too fancy and not CK are trying to make a play on some of these heavy tanks. They're both going for the same tank. If they, that's a tough one. I was gonna say you're maybe better off splitting up. One goes for one tank, one goes for the other tank. Oh, he gets flung off and gunned down. Looks like Fupa's crew was taken out by Bebo on map edge here. Second Tiger tank getting hit by Athens and crew. And are they going to pick up the kill here? They might. Nope. Just low on that last shot. Just low. Espt still has an outpost up. They're starting to get supplies down. But Syndicate's starting to respond to that pressure in the back line. Looks like Espt is starting to say, fuck the push up the hill. And they're just starting to dart for the strong point now. They're just going straight north. There's a bit of a scrap over the top of the hill still, but it looks like they're putting more and more emphasis of just going straight north here now. Looks like Athens still alive, pinning down that Tiger, but he might get enveloped by Espt infantry here. Same thing with Bebo and crew. Espt does get a Garrison up in the back line. Espt showing some life in the final moments of the game here. That's a red zone Garrison, though, so it only takes one Syndicate member to get within 100 meters of that Garrison. And Bebo and crew go down, looks like to a satchel. I can't ping right now, but looks like Burgundy trying to get a satchel on Athens, gets gunned down. These tanks are now fighting for their lives. And damn it, lost connection to host. That was weird. It doesn't look like anyone else disconnected there, but does look like ESPT's garrison up northeast does get shut down. Looks like ESPT, though, might be getting another garrison up here. Syndicate is going to rush it, though. Looks like this tank showed up just in time. Outpost tank. ESPT starting to cap. ESPT has Tiger tanks and light tanks pushing forward. Looks like some of the armor crews have swapped to infantry. One Luke's going down. It's a British heavy tank. Tiger tank backs off. Waiting for a next good shot. I think first shot ricocheted off the turret. ESPT still capping. For some reason, the British tank's backing off, oddly enough. ESPT kicking in the front door. They're trying to make a play for it. Tiger tank trying to land a shot on the British heavy tank. Does not land it. ESPT still capping. ESPT kind of dominates the north side of this strong point. Look at that. ESPT airhead coming in. Oh my god, Athens is about to get surrounded by more than a squad of satchellers. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3 satchellers coming for Athens. Ares trying to find a spot. Ares might get the satchel here. Nope. Yes, he does. He gets it. Ares able to get a satchel on the British heavy tank. Another Tiger tank pushes forward. ESPT is just kicking in the front door here, people. ESPT may just flip this point right here and now. Sin might be in position to reflip it. I don't know why this tank backed off. They did just receive a shot, but I'm not certain why they backed off. I'm not sure if Syndicate has a reinforce down yet. They got a lot of ESPT guys. I'm not sure how many resources Sin has at all for a bombing run or anything like that. Looks like Outpost crew is just going to push forward, try to take out this Tiger tank. You're going to start doing gun right. They don't have a mark on them. They don't have a spotter either. I see rockets going in the front of a Tiger tank. Makes me nervous. ESPT, only seconds away from capping, gets stopped. Oh my god, neither crew is ready or paying attention. Come on, they can't miss that. How do you miss that? It's right there. Tiger tank not paying attention, so it swaps the gunner and spotter seat. Oh, the ridge is blocking them. The Tiger tank's gonna have line of sight on them. Oh no, they fuck it up. That is not the time to botch a play. They didn't pull forward far enough because they didn't have a guy in the spotter seat. Tiger tank pushing forward, looking to jump this British heavy tank who's coming to reinforce the point. Arcadian getting behind. How does that happen? Arcadian getting behind this British heavy tank. Oh, and they get engined. What is clearly do I need pants? Knew he was here. That tank was desperately needed to hold this point. Like clearly somebody knew he was there. Like that AT ran right for it. ESPT coming in with a huge bombing run, and ESPT flips it. ESPT flips it. They cap the point with only 7 minutes left in the match. They just need to hold the point until the 2-minute mark without any cap progress, and they win the match. What a turn of events. Holy shit. That Tiger tank goes down. I don't see any ESPT heavies coming out right now. Oh, sorry, Syndicate heavies coming out right now. Huge Syndicate spawn wave. Huge Syndicate spawn wave here at the end. Espt rushing forward. Oh, wait, we got a squad in backline here. Looks like Bullet Squads does get mowed down by Excel and his squad. I don't know what else Syndicate could do to flip this around. They got no heavy armor up here. They've had the advantage for most of the match, and they just came up shy. Just minutes away. If the Axis commander drops a reinforce with 4 minutes left, it's gonna be very unlikely that Syndicate's gonna be able to flip the point back. I think Espt only has 1 tank up here, though. If that tank can show up in time, get the kill on the heavy, make a play, there might be time to save the match. I'm not certain. I am not certain, guys. Huge comeback by Espt. Just 40 seconds out from the 4-minute mark. Sin trying to make forward progress here. They're making decent forward progress, but it might just not be enough. Unprotected Espt Garrison on the northern flank. Syndicate heavy tank showing up. And I think a medium tank, too. They're starting to flag the point. They're starting to flag the point, but Espt is getting more spawn waves in the strong point. Espt OP on the front line goes down. No reinforce yet from Espt. They have the manpower to do so. Syndicate surging forward into the strong point. That's a lot of Sin bodies. Reinforce goes down. That's going to double the cap weight of anyone in the strong point, which is most of the team. They need a bombing run, and they need a... Syndicate needs a bombing run. They need it now if they want to have a chance. Smilk looking to pick up a satchel on the Tiger. Oh, he starts on the back of the tank. What is he doing? Smilk, what are you doing? Just start at the front of the tank. What are you doing? Your team needs you make a play. You try to satchel the back of a moving tank. You go front the back, guys, for any tank that might have the possibility of pulling forward. Go front the back. That or just jump on the back of the tank. Claro hopping out, looking for a satchel, but it's none to be found. Espt starts to cap airfield. 50 seconds for Sin to start capping. Espt does have a reinforce up, so they need a lot less guys on the point. Tiger tank might be unmarked. It's Athens and crew. Oh, they're panning away. Tiger's gonna have first shot. Tiger's got first shot. Tiger looks away. They don't see each other in the smoke. 20 seconds for Syndicate to start capping. Looks like CK is going for a satchel on Athens' tank. He gets on top of the tank. Satchel is on. Tiger tank crew misses first shot. Athens hits first shot. They got 3 seconds to start capping, or it's GG's. 1 second. And that's all she wrote, guys. Espt wins the match. Absolute nail biter. Syndicate starting to cap. Just a handful of seconds late. They were playing really well. Espt wins it, guys. P-strike coming in. Athens goes down. Every second matters in this game, guys. And this game came down to seconds. This game came down to the last seconds. GG's.